Hello YouTube, this is part 2 of the Shoreline Key and looting guide. This video will take a look at a standard run with a westerly spawn. Check out part 3 which will have a run on live servers and an easterly spawn. Check out part 1 of this guide if you just want to know which keys to buy and how much they cost. As you can see, we are approaching from the west side of the resort. Try not to run out of stamina for the fence jump, like I did. First check these shelves out on the left as you come in for loose bar items. Then take a second to listen for sounds of anyone who might have beaten you in and be camping. Due to the way the westerly spawns work, your opponents are most likely to be entering from this same entrance, so be careful from the windows as you enter, the stairs, and all the open rooms that you're going to pass. The first two rooms we hit are on the first floor, as these are the blue keycard spawns. We start with room 104. This has loose med spawns, and the keycard will be on the desk. You can also find loose money here. The next room is room 112, where you'll find the keycard next to the TV, a couple of duffel bags, and some loose food spawns on the table. Moving up to the second floor, you can either go back to the way that you came in and take the stairs there, or you can take the stairs at the end of the first floor and jump over the barbed wire like I do here. Just note that the noise that it makes is quite loud, so people are going to know exactly where you are. First we have West 216. Don't forget to check the loose loot spawns as you come through the door. We have a couple of weapon crates, a couple of nade boxes, loose food items which include high tier drops, loose high tier loot in the far corner, and an ammo spawn on the left of the desk. Next is 218. Don't forget to check the top of the blue barrel for the red keycard spawn like I did here. We have a weapons box, two weapons cabinets, loose money on the desk and ammo on the crates. It joins to room 221 where you find loose spawns in front of the TV, a weapons crate and a loose med spawns on top of the crates. Don't forget the third room here, 222, which I missed from part 1 of the guide. It has a weapons crate and a med bag. The key is around 218,000 rubles. Next is room 220. We have a rare loot spawn in the far corner, a couple of weapon crates and some med spawns near the loot box at the door. Moving up to the third floor, we have the safe in room 321 for that juicy safe loot. One thing to note is that you can't get from one side of the third floor to another. So if you hit the safe, you need to go back the way you came and either go all the way down the second floor or the first floor. I usually prefer the first in this instance, as jumping over the barbed wire makes noise as previously mentioned. Then it's up to the third floor again for room 301. Make sure you watch out for people camping the roof. This room is great as it has two LEDX spawns. The first one is top of the white barrels and the second is on the desk in the next room. Make sure you check the floor under the white barrels for loose loot. There's also a large green weapons crate that can spawn rare items, loose loot on the bed and a couple of PCs to loot. There is no alternative to this key, so 301 is the only one. So that's it for West Wing. On this offline run, I run across the sky bridge after dropping through the hole. This allows me to point out the blue keycard spawn on the ambulance seat. However, this is the riskiest route to take, and after multiple shoreline runs, I've stopped using the sky bridge and opt to move through north and loot that instead. Now over to the east wing. Depending on your spawn, it is sometimes wise to hit east 205, 206 first, as they are the riskiest rooms to loot due to the long line of sight from the sky bridge. I have east 205, which has a rare loot spawn in the drawer on the bed, food spawns on the bedside cabinet, and a duffel and a med box. Then over to 206, we have a weapons cabinet on the balcony, 3 weapons boxes, and a rare loot spawn on the bedside cabinet. Now into the main section of the second floor, we go through 218 to check the red keycard spawn, which is on the bloodstained desk, right where the bloodstain is. We also have a weapons crate in the corner. Now we head over to 226. Make sure you close the door as the LEDX and other med spawns on the shelf behind it. We also have a weapons crate and loose spawns on the bed. As we transition into room 222, we can check the weapons cabinet. In room 222, we have a weapons box, toolbox, grenade box, loose loot on the tables, and also don't forget to check the cardboard box in the bathroom here, as there is potentially a rare loot spawn. Now we head upstairs to the third floor and hit the utility room, which is the cheaper entry to room 328, where we have a potential Tetris spawn on the desk, PC, a duffel, and attachment spawns on the bedside cabinet. Heading along the 3rd floor, I usually loot the scav in the weird cult room, as he sometimes has rare loot spawns. Heading along the 3rd floor, we hit the most underlooted room in the health resort and one of the cheapest keys, room 314. It links to the more expensive room key 313 and has a LEDX and other loose barter items spawn on the wardrobe shelves and a weapons crate. As we move into room 313, we also have a weapons crate and a med bag. Then we move through room 315, which doesn't need a key, and hit 310, which has no alternative. It has 2 duffels and a bunch of rare barter item spawns. I also then usually hit the weapons crate in the corridor, before heading down to office 107 for the last LEDX spawn. Some loose bar items, a med box, med bag and a duffel. The LEDX spawns up on the shelf here, so make sure you don't miss it. Now we are done with East Wing, we head over to North. We head up the right hand staircase and go to the right. This brings us to a little office where we've got the safe and the next key. There are also 3 filing cabinets and some loose loot on the shelves. As we head through the conference room on North, check the seats for loose key spawns. There's also a duffel in here. You're then going to come to an office with a load of computers in there. Check these for USB flash drives if you need them. We then have another office with an open safe which has loose loot drops on the shelves and on the desks. Graphics cards spawn in here, so I always check it. Moving on, we have the last room in North. Again, graphics cards can spawn in here. We've got loose loot on the shelves and on the desks. As we move out of North, this might be a good time to check the blue keycard spawn on the ambulance seat. Just be careful though, because you're open to so many angles. People on the roofs, Skybridge, and also both sides of the resort. We're now going to go check the last red keycard spawn. Here I shoot out a window to get back into the West Wing. Just be mindful that this makes a lot of noise. The other options are to go back into North and head along the connecting bridge, or you can head around the front of west and go in that way. The Red Labs keycard will spawn in this cabinet on one of the shelves. So that's it for the health resort. This is one of the ways that I go out. Just make sure that you're conscious that people could be up on the roof. Also, it's maybe wise to hug the side of the building. The last section of Shoreline that I want to focus on is the cottages. As you can see here, I take a little cheeky jump over the back fence. Make sure you check for the cottage key on the blue barrels. You'll need the cottage key to get in. I usually close the door behind me, because the noise of the door opening will alert me if someone comes in behind me. There's quite a lot of loose loot spawns in the locked cottage. There's 2 safes upstairs, and one of these needs a key. We also have a cheeky weapons cabinet. Just note, on the way out, there's a duffel spawn in the garage. This is it, guys, we've almost made it. This is the last loot location, the unlocked cottage. We've got a duffel bag on the porch, 2 jackets inside, a safe upstairs, and a few loose loot spawns. On the 15th of every month, we'll be running a giveaway. This month, it is Escape from Tarkov Standard Edition. Each sub of the channel gets 1 entry into the giveaway. Tier 3 sub get 5 entries, and you get an extra additional entry for 10,000 channel points, which we call Sheldog coins. You earn Sheldog coins simply by watching the stream. The more you watch, the more you get. Congratulations for sticking around to the end of the video. You can now subscribe. You earned it. If there's anything specific that you'd like me to make a video on, then please leave a comment in the comment section below. That's all for now. Sheldog out.